Snorky, Drooper, Fleagle, and Bingo. Names synonymous with uncompromising rock and roll. But like many bands, the road to success was curious and littered with incident. We visited with former Banana Splits manager Barry Crone at his house in the Hollywood Hills. Well, first of all, Mr. Crone, I'd like to thank you very much for agreeing to talk to interview. I know this subject must bring up a lot of feelings.
Well, it hurts when I think about the good times I had with the group. Boy.
Well, how did you first hook up with the band?
Well, I was judging a swimsuit competition in Milwaukee, and I decided to take in some clubs. There was a pretty famous place called Ronnie's, kind of the Roxy of Milwaukee. That's where I first saw the Splits.
It must have been incredible. Did you sense immediately that this was the next big group?
Oh, they were great. Boy, the Banana Splits were an original. The Splits were doing material that no other band would touch. Songs were really powerful.
1 month before the release of the album, the Banana Splits drummer Blubble abruptly quit the band. I'm here today with Lucy Hill, author of Missing Blubble. Thank you for joining us, Ms. Hill. You've written about Blubble quitting in conspiratorial terms. Was there a conspiracy to get rid of Blubble?
Totally. Hanna-Barbera Records put out this bogus press release stating that Blubble quit because of nervous exhaustion, fatigue. The real reason? 2 words. Barry Crone. Barry Crone turned that entire band against Blubble. Even Fleagle.
Total B***.
Blubble was best friends with Fleagle. Stu was best friends with John Lennon. And both Blubble and Stu missed out on rock and roll history.
I still wonder why Blubble put all that time and effort into the album and then quit.
Well, I think it was due to loyalty to Fleagle, first of all, and I guess to the rest of the band. But Blubble put heart and soul into that record, man.
A third of your book, Missing Blubble, concerns Blubble in seclusion. Now, was Blubble in seclusion?
Blubble quit. Blubble was missing. I'd call that seclusion.
No, yeah, thank you actually for that, because you actually managed to bring us some photographs of the aforementioned Blubble. Now, could you just walk us through these, please? This is
Blubble at self-serve at the gas station.
And over here?
Blubble outside of Blubble's home.
And here?
Blubble gardening.
Incredible. And down here?
Blubble in the parking lot of the supermarket.
And that actually is one of my favorites. Well, Miss Hill, thank you very much for joining us. This is the book Missing Blubble. It's available in bookstores now.
The songs have a real pop feel, but actually they're veiled darts being aimed at the American psyche.
I don't follow.
The Banana Splits sound is light and fluffy, but that was just a ploy so the songs would get more airplay. The Splits knew candy coating the music would guarantee them a lot more airplay.
You referred to the hit single, Gonna Find a Cave, as a song of surrender. Why?
It was 1968. The Splits took into account the horror of the Vietnam War, the violence in American streets, and the Splits' answer to the pain was, yeah, I'm gonna find a cave. On the West Coast at that time, kids were burrowing holes out of hillsides and crawling in.
Now, with the release of the album, you and the band were left stranded without a drummer.
Boy, I'll say, the band was really mad at Blubble. That's why Blubble isn't featured on the cover.
That's not Blubble?
No, that's Bingo.
I see. Well, how are you able to get Bingo so quickly?
Well, a lot of people know Bingo now through the Banana Splits, but Bingo was a much sought-after session drummer. Yeah. Drooper had seen Bingo with a number of bands in Los Angeles, so when Blubble quit, I was told to go after Bingo.
Now, it's my understanding that there was a little bit of a struggle to get Bingo from another prominent band of that era.
Yeah, it was real difficult. I had a go-kart delivered to Bingo's door. Half hour later, his lawyer was on the phone. That was it.
The Then, on August 8, 1968, the Banana Splits abruptly disbanded. Mr. Crone, there have been several reports over the years as to just why the Banana Splits disbanded. Now, I am sure our interview audience would love to know the real story.
Well, I wish I had the real story. I haven't talked to the band in over 25 years. None of the Splits will take my calls.
It must have been tragic for you to bring the band right to the edge of major success, then to have it all go to pieces.
The Banana Splits were my whole life. And then it was all gone.
Are you at all bitter that you've had no contact with the Splits in 25 years?
Let me tell you something. I love the Splits. I only agreed to come on this show so I could send a message to the band. Look, gang, I am here, and I want us to work together again.